Yeah, go ahead.
You rolling? All right. So I'm here with Cryptodira. So first, say who you are.
Okay, I'm Shane Kenne. I play bass.
I'm Mike Monaco. I play guitar and do some vocals.
Scott Aquavella. I do guitar and vocals as well.
I'm Matthew Tavy. I play drums.
All right. What kind of gear do you guys use?
Okay. I have a Spectre Legend Classic 6-string, and I have a TC Electronic RH450 powering Ampeg 810. That's about it. Got a chorus pedal.
It's a Korg.
Yeah.
I've got an old 80 Gibson SG that my dad gave me, and I've got a blacktop telly with putting Patrician pickups in it and a whole mess of pedals. I play a 65.5 plus head plus out of an Avatar 412.
Guitar, I use a PRS Custom 24, best guitars ever. PV65.5 plus as well for the amp, and a Mesa Boogie oversized 412 rectifier cab, and a whole disaster of pedals as well.
I use a Altama Superstar Birch drums. Don't make those anymore, but I got my hands on one. And varying Pisces cymbals, whatever I can get with that doesn't break. Not a lot doesn't break.
That's about it.
All right. What are some of your biggest influences?
Off the bat, like band-wise for the whole band, I'd say like Between the Buried and Me, Opeth, Dillinger Escape Plan, Converge, sort of stuff from all over the spectrum. Lots of progressive metal stuff, some chaotic stuff, lots of feedback.
Like vocally, I feel like I picked up a lot of black metal elements.
Really? That's
And
yeah.
I like a little bit of black metal.
Surprisingly, not a ton, but like
That one good Mayhem record and
it's always that one good Mayhem record.
yeah, some stuff that people would not like if they said they liked black metal, like Wolf in the Throne Room or Death Heaven or something. So that's about as far as it
elitists
goes.
really love to hate Death Heaven.
Yeah, we love Death Heaven. So.
I think everybody loves Death Heaven.
yeah, that's sick.
Well,
Except people who hate them.
yeah.
But yeah, I'd say those Mans, Tool, that kind of stuff too.
I also,
All right.
I love AC/DC too.
So what's the story with you guys and Epistemic Records? How did you get on them, and are you gonna like stay with them or?
Epistemic Records is actually a thing that we create ourselves.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was an idea to
Somebody
create.
told me about it. So Mark Valentino told me about
Yeah,
it. So
it's like a more of a creative collective than a record label, but
Okay.
we're using it as a platform to release anything we do creatively. Right now, we're working on a magazine that showcases all kinds of different, artists, people that we can get in touch with, kind of similar to like you're doing right now.
Cool.
But sort of presenting it in like a DIY fashion and putting out our own music on it for now. So we intend to look elsewhere, but hopefully one day it would snowball into something larger, into maybe an indie label. But for now, it's more of just a creative idea, like something like Party Smasher that the Dillinger guys did, or something like that. But
all right.
nothing crazy
Current favorite artists?
Oh boy.
favorite
Oh
artist
god.
right now.
Kendrick Lamar.
Like
that's
new
me.
bands, or like what we're just on right now.
Yeah, what you're on right now?
Okay. Probably like Godflesh
Yeah,
right now. Yeah.
that's awesome.
I'm in a cycle of listening to AC/DC and Opeth on like just those two, alternate on and off. Mostly the Bon Scotty's easy stuff, but everything's great.
Right now, I'm kind of hyped on New Between the Buried and Me. That's leaking slowly, but so I'm kind of revisiting old stuff and getting hyped on that again. But
Yeah, like I
it's
said,
all over the place. Circus Survive too. I'm really on Circus Survive right now too.
I've been discovering Neurosis, getting more into them. They're really good. But yeah, other than that, the new Kendrick album is
Absolutely
wonderful. Just wonderful.
Great
Also,
record. It's on my list of the albums of the year.
Oh, absolutely. Like that.
Got to check it out once. I wasn't like a huge fan of the first thing, but like I mean, always really awesome, like lyrically, message-wise, but wasn't my cup of tea. But like the new record, I checked it out once.
Presentation,
I liked it.
style.
Yeah.
He's putting style back into
Very
music.
well done.
Yeah. What's your absolute dream tour with you guys on it?
Oh my god.
We're gonna sound redundant.
It can be as ridiculous as possible. I don't.
Ridiculous?
Oh, ridiculous?
As
How
ridiculous as you want it,
ridiculous?
rather.
Like Chuck Schuldiner comes from the dead and we open for Death, ridiculous, or like
Bands with members that are still alive,
Okay.
or
Alright.
currently touring, possibly.
I would say, I mean, again, redundancy, but
That
I
would
think
be
a Between
cool.
the Buried and Me tour would be huge.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going like big shot, like opening for Tool in stadiums would be pretty
Yeah.
ridiculous. But
Opeth maybe.
You want
Provided Tool ever actually releases that new album.
Hey,
Or
does
fingers crossed, man.
anything.
Yeah.
no, don't worry, my fingers are slowly coming apart. I'm getting more and more impatient.
you want a ridiculous scenario, I would love Cryptodira, Between the Buried and Me, Opeth, Dream Theater, AC/DC.
Why? It was so like a good tag.
It made sense until the end. It's like Prog Nation with a little rock twist.
Oh yeah,
You're asking for it to be at a huge stadium and no one comes in until AC/DC goes on. Like
But
even Opeth is there, just like, what the fuck is this?
Basically, playing with any bands we grew up listening to would be huge for us.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you been able to use Cryptodira as a platform for anything beyond creativity, like a platform for anything you feel needs to be said?
Definitely the
Oh, yeah.
Epistemic Records deal, and Matt writes a lot of lyrics, and he can go over that.
Yeah,
more.
we're obviously always about the whole. It's become, I guess, slightly more mainstream, but it's a stream of thought that's kind of gone on for a while. But the whole intersectionality theory of oppression, we raised like, some money for a domestic abuse place around here with a shirt and some ticket sales.
You guys still
went
run
to
that shirt?
Which we're
Yeah.
out of it, but we
We sold all of it. So,
Like
but it was a good idea
Because I've been looking all over for it and I cannot
Really?
find it.
I think the next one will be like
we want to do an anti-fascist shirt.
Yeah.
I want to do an anti-fascist
Swastika
shirt.
smashing shirt or
Yeah,
something.
no, something like that. We really don't like fascists.
that line of thought is not dead merch-wise. That was just one. That was the first
Yeah.
one.
It was we were worried that like I don't know. It's hard to think how people are going to react to it, but people react to it very well, and we know that we have the ability to sort of use our exactly a platform to project the voice of the voiceless in a way to sort of help people who otherwise are in a situation that people
Right.
don't even not only really don't know about what that situation is, but don't even care to really think about it. So it's been nice in that way to sort of be able to.
I think that's really important, like musically, that someone's willing to do that, because not many bands or artists really tend to do that. And I think that's incredibly important.
we were just talking about that on the way here.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of metal bands, like, it's got to be. It seems like a long time ago you'd say something and it was more accepted. I feel like now, like, metal bands don't really write a lot of, like, message-driven songs as much. It's a lot of personal stuff, which is also cool, but, like, it seems like we kind of want to bring the real-world element back into a progressive metal world that never really existed, you know?
Right.
And there's obviously plenty of problematic issues, with some more aggressive scenes. But at any rate, like, I mean, for me personally, aggressive music was an introduction to a critique of mass culture. It was the first time where this is something that isn't just, you know, what's playing on the radio, what are the normal catchphrases, what are you supposed to say, what are you supposed to think. This is something that is trying to remove itself from that as much as possible. So
Yeah, like I'm trying to write an op-ed piece for about homophobia and transphobia in hardcore, and that's something
awesome.
I'm definitely trying to get out. I just haven't found the right way to write it and word it without making the call out.
I'd like to read it.
Definitely.
I'd be
Once
interested
it's
in reading
published,
it.
I'll definitely link it.
Please do.
that would
yeah.
be perfect.
That'd
We
be
are,
awesome.
we are all about.
What upcoming records are you hyped for?
Coma Ecliptic Between the Buried and Me. Again.
I think the Deftones are coming out with something that
Yeah.
would be kind of cool.
That was on its way. Stephen Wilson already came out. That was cool.
Perfect.
Devin Townsend's metal opera.
Yes. Yeah. Jeez, what else is on its way?
New Converge DVD.
New Converge
that'll be
DVD.
Converge DVD.
Yeah, if the Tool thing ever comes out,
Yeah.
that would be something to look forward
If
to.
Like 6
ever.
years from now,
I'll
we'll
be
worry
waiting
about that.
10,000 more days.
Yeah. Wow.
Zing.
Yeah, it's a couple more things I can't think of off the top of my head, but Dillinger's been quiet, but they didn't say anything about a new record, so we'll hold our, cross our fingers for now.
New
All
track
right,
eventually.
and finally, any shout-outs?
Wow.
Hi, Mom.
Shout out to I don't want to. There's so much.
Shout out to Divider.
Yeah, shout out
They're
to
playing
Divider.
tonight.
They're playing right now. They're really good. Shout out to Jake.
Jake Zimmerman, East Coast Collective.
Shout out to my parents for letting us play in the basement for so long.
We'll definitely leave people out if we start dropping any more names, but
Shout out to Andy,
Andy
fixing
Rock.
our gear.
yeah,
Yep.
Nick Shan recording our old demos.
I feel like we're supposed to shout out specific bands.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's just
You
too
can
many
shout out
bands.
whoever you want. I had
just-
someone say shout out to my jeweler once.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's sick.
But is he really into rings and jewelry and stuff or not?
No, I think it was ironic.
Oh yeah. Well,
Shout out to Karl Marx.
Friends, family, girlfriend, New York Islanders.
every band that ever was cool to us set a show up for us.
Epic Zero Fall the Albatross.
Shout out
Johnny
to Scott
Booth.
Barber.
Jay Booth. Scott Barber.
Shout out to shout outs, shout out to food.
Consonants.
King Nine.
Their new upcoming.
How many times have I heard shout out to King Nine?
That's the joke, actually.
They're actually really nice.
Yeah, cool.
No, they're all. We've interviewed them. They're really cool
Oh, really?
guys.
Yeah, it's just like that's like we don't like we weren't too into hardcore growing up, so like that was an observation because everyone said shout out to King 9. Yeah,
It's very cool.
I thought the
It's very
hardcore
fun.
scene was really nice to us
Very
when
nice
we
to
like
us,
got
somehow.
into it. So yeah, no, we didn't expect that. We were like the prog nerds at first, and we came into the scene, and by some stroke of faith, kids were just like, "Hey, we actually like
Jake.
this," and here we are. And Jake, yeah, no, that's definitely more than a
Mostly
stroke of
Jake.
faith.
But, that's all I had for you. So
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Pleasure meeting you guys.
Thanks, Thomas.
Wow.